YouTube. Hold on, let me turn this around real quick. Okay. Hi guys. So this video is specifically going to be for St. Expedite. Um this is his public acknowledgement. Jay, why does it say that right there?
Because I want you to turn it in portrait mode.
Why?
I don't know.
I should
I don't really know.
do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna do it that way. Okay. So really quick, I'm not gonna make this video long. I'm just in my little this is the meditation room, the altar room. This is where we zen out and get in our zone. Jay the herpetologist and Spice Girl here. So I'm just going to go over really quick. I'm really excited. So this energy is just like all over the place. But just to get started, so this video is to thank St. Expedite, who is a saint that I've been working with, and I promised him that I would do a live video on my YouTube once he granted all of my wishes. So once everything that I asked him to do was done, I told him I would do a live video because three of his things, one thing that he likes as a reward or offering is public acknowledgement. So I'm gonna go over a few things about Saint Expedite. He's a saint. He was one of my friends. And you can do your own research on him if you want to work with him, but he my homeboy. He's been knocking things out as I've asked him to, and that's what this video is pretty much going to be about, me telling you how I've requested him, things that he like, and to thank him publicly. So St. Expedite's day of the week that he likes to communicate is on Wednesday. His colors are green, red, and gold. You'll see how I have that all set up. His offerings, after he does what you ask of him, because if you give it to him before, he may or may not do it. Like, why are you giving it to me before? I think I kind of made that mistake for my very first request because I was so excited to start working with him. I got him roses, I got him pound cake, I got him everything that he wanted before he kind of did what I asked him to do, but I'll just get into it in a little bit. So the offerings that he particularly likes is pound cake, fresh red roses, water. He does like nickels. He likes things in threes, in the shape of a triangle. So when you set up his altar, the candle, the water, and this picture should be like in the shape of a triangle. 3 nickels if you were to give him nickels for an offering. Red flowers, I said that, and public thanks, public acknowledgement. So after he does whatever, you can go on this video in the comments and put thank you St. Expedite for whatever, but I promised him that I will actually do a live video. So that's what I'm doing, because I don't want to get on his bad side. I have actually, because today is Wednesday, I have more requests for him that I'm putting before him today. So not only am I rewarding him for what he did for me, the last thing that I asked of him was yesterday, and it happened. So today I'm giving him his offering as well as giving another request, and made an acknowledgement of what I was going to give him after that. So let me just turn it around so I can show you his whole setup. So St. Expedite is a saint that carries a cross in his right hand. If you can see down below, he has a crow beneath his foot. He works really fast. That's why his name is St. Expedite, St. Expedito. This is my homeboy. His colors again are gold, red, and green. You can see he has those colors on in the picture. He has his green branch with him. So I have him a green candle. Also have him a red candle with a red, you can see his red cloth on his altar. And this is his offering of pancake because that's what I promised him. This is his water here and his roses that are here. So I promised him roses once he did everything. I've already given him 3 roses before when he did the first thing for me. But as you can see, we've been having some fun with our new friends that are saints. And this is St Expedite's video. So I'm not going to get into her. Just going to glance up there at her. That's St. Martha. But yeah, her days are Tuesdays, but this is about St. Expedite. Today's Wednesday, and St. Expedite's, it's all about his thanks today. So the first thing that I asked of St. Expedite was for him to, I had 2 court cases. He's really big on granting wishes for money. If you have any type of money request, which Jay Sean first, when I first came in here and started working with St. Expedite, and I was telling him everything that I've learned or I'm learning spiritually, I teach my son. So of course I teach him how serious working with spirits and stuff are, and I monitor him and make sure whatever. So he actually made his own petition to St. Expedite, and he can tell you about that. But to write his petition, of course it could be on regular paper, but preferred like brown paper bag or brown paper. I actually got a roll of it from Dollar Tree because I plan on writing a lot of petitions. I just keep it right here next to my altar. And okay, so the first thing that I had asked of him was, one court case was on October 2nd, and the other one was on yesterday. But the very first thing I asked, it was 3 things all in one day. The very first time I came to him, I was like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And the first thing was I needed $600 to pay for a class that I wanted to start by September 30th. And I'm not even going to tell all the background because I don't want this video to be so long, but by September 30th, that night, I had $606. Like, it was $606 on my Cash App. I had a pop-up earlier that day. I made some money there. Some other money came through, but I had $606 as of the end of the day on 9/30. That was first thing. And I was like, hold up, like, wait a minute. So after that comes the second request, which was victory in court on 10/2. Now, the way that happened was it took me kind of a day to realize that was really a victory, because what happened was court was vacated the day before because someone submitted a report, blah, blah, blah. Regardless, court didn't take place on the 2nd. And I was just like ready for it. Like, why the hell? I was supposed to go to court, like, and win, victory, St. Expedite. We were supposed to do that. But it ended up being a victory because I needed for 10/16's court date to take place in order to finish stuff for the 10/2 court date case. Follow me. So yesterday was 10/16, and that court case turned out victorious in my favor. So I have to give St. Expedite. I was going to give him a piece of pound cake and a rose. I did that. And I thanked him under someone else's post or something like that, I think. And then the 10/2 court case, I gave him a new candle and a new rose. Did I give him pound cake again?
Yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, give him another piece of pound cake. And then today he has his, I promised in my petition, I promised him at the end of it all, I would give him a dozen roses. Now, what's crazy was today I really didn't feel like, or really not feel like, but I really didn't have it to spend or splurge on a dozen of roses. But this was the only roses that they had, was the dozen. It ain't like they had six or three. I would have gotten that, but since I promised him, the universe made it so that I could not even purchase anything smaller. So I promised him a dozen. He's getting a dozen. These are his roses. And I just want to keep my promises to him because I do want to keep working with him. I don't want to be on his bad side. I want him to continue to grant my wishes as I've asked of him. I really feel with working with saints and demons, whatever spirits that you choose to work with, I think that it's important that you maintain a balance of, making sure that you keep your word, making sure that you do your part and your end, and don't take for granted the fact that they're not here physically. I think that's very, very important to stress. Don't just think that it's out of sight, out of mind, that they really demand respect. You're asking things of them, so you should respect them in a sense to make sure you do what you say you're going to do, or at least give them what they require after they grant your wish, or after they answer your prayer, or however you want to word it. Um, St. Expedite did something or granted a wish for my son. The very first time I came in and worked with him, both of us wrote a petition. So Jay Sean's petition was on what? You can come on here.
Okay. So this was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I asked St. Expedite because I was actually going to an expo with my friend, a reptile expo, and I asked St. Expedite for $40, and the animal I was getting, the animal that I wanted, a ball python. So I asked St. Expedite on the petition for a ball python and $40 for the extra materials that I needed. He, so I didn't before that. I very first thing I asked for the materials. I didn't get the materials before the ball python. So I went to the expo. I got the ball python, the perfect ball python. We picked them up. And while I was there, I got everything.
How much was the ball python?
The ball python was $40. And while I was there, they had a little shop there too. And I got all the materials I needed. So I asked him for
He pretty much asked him to make a way for him to be able to get everything he needed.
Yeah.
And that way was through me. I had the workshop. I had made extra money. I had money to spend on his
animal.
Yeah, his animal.
So I did promise to expedite public knowledge, and I didn't give it to him yet. So this is it. It works. I advise you to do it. Thank you, St. Expedite, and yeah.
This is his public acknowledgement.
This is his public acknowledgement.
You want to go show him you want to show him Gundar?
Yes, I'll be back.
So I'm just lighting some sage because that's what I do when I meditate. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I couldn't wait to do this video, meaning I couldn't wait for him to come through for me, and he has. So this won't be the last video about St. Expedite. St. Expedite, as I learn more about him, I'll share more of my videos, but you should do your own research. If you want to work with St. Expedite, ask him for some fast cash. Ask him for, just to grant, if you're having issues with court cases, stop. If you're having issues with court cases, if you're having any type of, anything you need done quickly, you need things done fast, St. Expedite's the man. But he wants to show you guys.
Yeah, this is what
Gundar.
St. Expedite got for me. Gundar, he's all folded up right now.
I would not have ever been this close to a snake, but St. Martha helped me with that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about St. Martha one day too, but
yeah,
she don't want to be shared. Her time don't want to be shared. I just gave y'all a glimpse because it's my boo. Um, and she got flowers too. I ain't even gonna show. That's okay. I ain't gonna show them St. Martha. But yeah, I think that's it. That's it, son.
yep, that's it.
St. Expedite has done it again. Oh, I was about to say I did submit a new petition today. So what I requested, I need by Friday. Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I need it by Friday. So y'all gonna be seeing me up here again. Thank you, St. Expedite, if he come on through. All right, love and lights. We're signing off. Go subscribe to my son's channel, Jay the Herpetologist. I haven't been on here in a minute, but I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do another video about the class that I'm doing, which is a 12-week Sacred Woman course with Queen Afua. And I'm enjoying it so much. I'm on week 2 and I have 10 weeks to go. But after that, I will be, after my Sacred Woman initiation, I will be able to help women heal their wombs. I'm going to continue the year-long program in order to become a holistic practitioner. And I can't wait for that. I'm so excited to start healing my family and healing my community the natural way without any toxic or chemicals, toxic drugs and chemicals. Yes, so we're signing out. Me, Son, Spice, St. Expedite. This is just a little motivational stone that I keep on his altar. It says, "You are loved." I think I went over everything. When you do the petition, before he gets any offerings, before any offerings come about, meaning flowers or pound cake, the only thing that you should have is, I mean, you don't have to have the green candle. I added green because that's just an added bonus. I was just being extra. And the red candle is what's pretty much, he likes red or green or white. You know, you can like white candle. But in threes. So like the triangle being water, his picture, candle. And then you can, I've seen some people burn the petition inside the candle because I'm a type of girl and I like to keep note of stuff. Like those are petitions up there. We keep track of what's been going on with requests being answered and stuff. So that's under here. That's one under here. And then there's also one. This was actually the old one, but there's still something on there that's lingering. Isn't it? Am I tripping? No, this is the new one because it's a money request and I put it under the green candle. Yeah, so I'm gonna set this back up the way it was. So when you do your petition, triangle with water on one side, candle on one side, and a picture of St. Expedite in the middle. It doesn't necessarily have to be framed, but I just want him to know how much I respect him, and I put him in a gold frame. And this is his pound cake for today, for his offering. His fresh water. Don't give sink water. Give fresh water. Give spring water. They say sink faucet water is dead water. If you don't drink faucet water, I wouldn't give it to your saints. So, and I think I'll just those beautiful, beautiful roses. They're gonna grow so beautifully. Thank you, St. Expedite.
Thanks, St. Expedite.
We really appreciate you. Come through for the round 2. All right, guys. See y'all. Out. Oh, Eddie, out. Hold on.